Alright, I think we're good. There's a new audio source, and I'm not sure where it's from, but it's turned off for now. Anyways, I had the FPS counter up the whole time, didn't I? Anyways, good evening. Amanda, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good time at the lab, or writing, or you've been writing more recently, and preparing for lectures and such, so I hope that's going well. It is... what is today? Today is January 17th for a couple hours yet. So, we're going to continue on with Chapter 7, I believe, has started. In the Chains of Promathia. And this section is called Chains and Bonds. There we go. Mission orders. You have escaped the wrath of Bahamut, but what of your companions? Could they already be back within the safehold? Looks like we need to go back to the safehold, so... yeah. So, we're gonna go back to the safehold and see how everybody's doing, see if everybody made it out fine. If you remember last time, we thought that we had discovered that Prish is the Keeper of the Apocalypse, and we went to go find her because she escaped Juno on an airship in the Armada going after Bahamut and the Wyverns. But it turns out... well, she was on the ship, and we ended up fighting a bunch of puppets and weapons that Nagmalada put together, including Ultima Weapon. And after that fight, we ended up meeting at Bahamut face to face, and Prish was like, "We're gonna punch you in the face, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna fight a god, and we're gonna beat a god up." And Bahamut didn't take that too kindly, so he sort of destroyed the airship. Scattering our party to the wind, so to speak. So we're gonna go... we woke up near the 3 Taru in Lufois Meadows and took a ring from them because they took stuff from our pocket, so why not, you know, kind of fair play, right? So we're gonna go back and see how they're doing and see if anybody else has made it back to the safehold. Yeah. Hopefully there's not too much more Sid. I think he went back to Bastok. Maybe I can save my voice tonight. Hey, it's Prish. Metasmith! Where the hell have you been? You were knocked out again? You gotta be kidding me! It was just Bahamut. Everyone else is okay. Thought we were all goners for a second there, though. By the way, did you figure out what happened? Tenzin's sword saved our butts. He released all the power of Phoenix, and it shielded us from Bahamut's Mega Flare. This should keep his dragonness quiet for a while. I guess this puts us at a, whatchamacallit, a deadlock? You know what, Metasmith? This living thing really is a drag sometimes, huh? If it means I get to save the world and everything, I'm not that afraid to die, you know? But it looks like that won't be happening. There is a way to save Venedia without me kicking the bucket. Nothing simple, but there is a way. There's always been someone in every age who never gave up. always found a way. I mean, even living with Promethea's curse, people have survived. That's why I want you to keep on fighting. Keep on living. I kinda like having you around. Aww. Sorry, I already got Lion. Enough of this sappy talk. It's time to get moving, Metasmith. Next stop, the celestial capital of Altair. There's another Keeper of the Apocalypse that needs a taste of a knuckle sandwich from a la Prish. There's another Keeper of the Apocalypse that needs a taste of knuckle sandwich a la Prish. Okay. I don't like that that's written. Everyone's here in Tavnasia. Round them up and move them out. Yeah. Round them up and move them out to the port. Reading lines on the fly is harder than it looks. Let me send a note to my pals that I have started. Let me watch myself. I'm gonna watch myself. There we go. Alright. I think I'm all set. Yeah, I'm watching myself now. That's funny, if you have two computers going, it's two views. Even if it's only, one person logged in. Or if it's the same person logged in. Alright. Let's see. Let's go see if there's anybody at the port. So we have to find Tenzin, Louverance, Olmia, and maybe the Taru twin or triplets. We'll see. Ah, it's windy. Ironclad Gorilla. I love those names. Alright, let's see who's here. Ah, the Sin Hunters and Javos. Metasmith, it is just as Prish said. You didn't fall from the airship after all. Are you wounded? Tell us where you are hurt. Think carefully. Wounds of the spirit can escape your notice. And they are much more dangerous than physical cuts and bruises. If you are wounded, this Moblin medicine can help. Tenzin said he was fine as well, but he needs medicine as much as you. Do you realize what happened back there? It was your actions that enraged the Worm King Bahamut. The rift between dragons and people is deep. There was no reasoning with him. If we could only harness the strength of the sleeping gods, we could approach Bahamut on equal footing. Metasmith, tell Tenzin to return to town before Sid's airship arrives. I want to leave as soon as possible. Okay. Let's go find Luverons. Lady Meta Smith, I am glad to see you are in good health. Your words landed us in a serious predicament, but at least we have made it a safe return. However, if I were in Bahamut's skin, I would be most unwilling to forgive our recent actions. It would be in the best interest of the residents here if we were to leave as soon as possible. What did I say to piss him off? Speaking of which, have you seen our good friend Tenzin? Rumors have reached me that he has left the safe for alone, unable to bear the loss of the power of his blade. I am unclear on the properties of the weapon, but I am sure it is considered the national treasure in the Far East. Tenzin saved our lives with that sacrifice. We have already expressed our gratitude, but I believe you have yet to speak with him since the incident. Without an airship, we cannot leave this island. If Tenzin is nowhere to be found in the town, perhaps he will set out for the Mizero coast. Probably. And then Olmia's probably upstairs with her grandpa. So let's go there and talk with her. Poor Olmia's been on a bit of a roller coaster. Like, your best friend is this abysmal, horrible reincarnation of the demon god, but no, actually she isn't. And now she has to go slap her grandpa for being such a jerk. No, not this place. Go up over here. Boom, 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 boom. Ba ba boom boom. Ba dum bum bum boom. Ba dum bum 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 boom. Ba dum bum bum boom. Ba dum bum bum boom. Ba dum bum bum boom. Let's see here. Metasmith, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Maybe you were the one waiting, but okay. We'll go with it. After all the excitement, I lost consciousness. I am afraid I have little idea of what went on. But my ears still ring from the terrible battle cry, and my soul cringes from that heart-rending whisper. That was the last we will ever hear from the Great Phoenix. While the other terrestrial avatars were forever flitting beyond our reach, the fiery Phoenix was always by our side. Along with Tenzin, she gave us her strength and courage. She guided us on our path. Is Tenzin all right? He laughed it off as an inevitable occurrence, but I am terribly worried for him. I'm a bit worried about the samurai guy myself. He closed himself off to everyone. Who knows he's really thinking. Those warrior types are good at hiding their true feelings. I hope it's nothing serious. Metasmith, please see if you can reach through the barrier that Tenzin has built against us. You're our best shot, Metasmith. Looks like Tenzin has skipped out of Tavnasia, and I don't like this little chill it's running up my spine. Poor Tenzin. He's lost his raison d'etre. Alright. Does that move me on to the next mission? Yeah, next mission. Flames in the darkness. Tenzin is nowhere to be found. You must locate him before returning to Juno to meet with Eshan Taro. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Let's go see how he's doing. The Phoenix Blade losing its power when it was empowered by the souls of however many sacrifices of his people. Probably really sucks. I mean... that's gotta be rough. Especially if he's doubting whether he made the right decision defending Prish. Because he may be thinking it would have been better to just let her die. If she really is, at the center of everything. So... let's go check our dilapidated gate friend. This is not the right dilapidated gate. I have to go to the other one up there at 7. Okay. That's fine. Just a little bit longer. Do I have the home point out here yet? I might grab that before I come back. Because there is that home point way up. Well, it's not any closer. It's fine. It's fine. That guy's really close to the entrance. Usually in these transition sections, there's not as many enemies just kind of sitting there. That's odd. Okay. So whenever I'm playing and running through Runfoir, the video will always get a copyright notice because the in-game music is very close to the piano version on YouTube, and it just automatically gets flagged. but it's like it has a note that it's allowed, or the copyright holder is given permission for it to be used in videos for this kind of content. So it doesn't do anything. But it's always interesting that it flags it for the wrong song. Yeah. Alright. Must be this dilapidated gate. There we go. Tenzin is not happy. So the emptiness has now devoured Hakte River. With the waters gone, the bandit tribes have little trouble staging raids across the border. Our empire's defenses are crumbling. Lord Tenzin, your blade knows no equal. I beg you to return and lead our soldiers into battle. But my guiding flame has been extinguished. We are aware of your situation. However, the Emperor will grant you his forgiveness. You need only conquer the barbarians that mass against us, and reignite the Phoenix Blade upon their flesh. And if that is not enough, then it will be time to undertake our most desperate plan. Based on your information, we will invade the city of Juno. Liberating the Mother Crystals is the only way to stem the tide of the emptiness. You speak truly, and yet I cannot return to our country. Not until I carry out the final duty entrusted to me by the noble Phoenix. Final duty. When the Phoenix Blade released its energy to shield us from Bahamut, I could hear every single voice. The voices of all the children who, in my weakness, I failed to save. If I betray them here, it will be an unforgivable insult to their faith in me. I must strive until the end, with the very last spark of this life I have pledged. I will secure the safety of the Mother Crystals, upon which rests the fate of Vanadia. Understood, Lord Tenzin. Your words will be relayed. That's kind of dark. Metasmith, I did not see you. Are you alone? I, too, have found myself alone. These sudden separations are truly a lonely experience, don't you agree? Phoenix has ordered me to lead you to the fifth Mother Crystal, and we must hurry. There is little remaining of the time her sacrifice has bought us. Let us board the airship for Juno. Let's. It's a long ways around, but I really like this track. It's a long ways around. Just use that. I've been playing with things, so that's why I have a GIF on the bottom right now. Learning how to make it. I was supposed to go to Sea Lion's Den first. Alright. Oh well, that's fine. We can teleport from here. Two, I think. Yeah. Two and then south. It's been 30 minutes. Okay. I think if I click on just Promethea's missions, let me see how much. What do we have? What do we have left? 1, 2, 3, and then enter Altayu, and then chapter 8. Okay. You just missed them. Not more than a couple minutes ago, an airship from Juno came and took Prish and her friends away. Olmia said that they should wait for you, but Prish said you'd find your own way back to the mainland, so they left. I wonder if that means they'll be sending another ship. If that's the case, those 3 Taru should have waited instead of hiding away in those barrels. Welp. That ring's on cooldown, so I'll just use the home point. But they are going to probably the bar. So let's go back to Juno. There it is. Oh, what a day. Yeah. A lot of things happened today. Don't particularly want to talk about them, though. Meta Smith, it appears you have caught up with the Armada. I heard the report. The attack against Bahamut failed, but we have dealt him a critical blow. Lady Ashantarl has to join the main fleet and lead our forces in a mass assault. She mentioned that she would like to meet with you before the attack commences. You are to meet her for a confidential briefing in the tavern in Upper Juno. Do not keep Lady Ashantarl waiting. May victory in battle be yours. I wonder how well you have to know the barkeep to have your top secret meetings in their bars. That just seems silly to me. Excuse me. It is pretty late. It is 10:30 p.m. Streaming is a funny thing, though. Let's see here. Parasocial relationships are a funny thing. Huh. I am glad to see that you have all survived unscathed. You are the priest? Nice to meet you both again after so long. It's been 20 years since I've seen you, Shikari Z, and 100 years for you, Javos, if I'm not mistaken. And you, the man of extraordinary luck. I am most delighted to be in your presence once more, Cardinal Midarion. I would love to celebrate this long overdue reunion. However, now is not the time. Lord Bahamut has revealed to us an unsettling truth. The Keeper of the Apocalypse waits in the celestial capital of Altair. Until now, the Armathorn Society had believed the city of Altair destroyed. Judging by the Council of the Terrestrial Avatars and the memories of Saltaeus, however, we can assume that the celestial capital still exists. The Society is now focused on gaining further information. To this end, the objective of our next operation is to capture, not kill, Lord Bahamut. I, as Shantaro, will join the main fleet of the warships and head once more to the ends of the earth. But there is another important matter that requires our immediate attention. A matter involving the fifth Mother Crystal. Someone has apparently severed the fifth Mother Crystal from the crystal line. When the boy Celteus appeared, was not the crystal line the conduit he traversed with Lord Bahamut? Just a damn moment. So now we can't use the pipeline gizmo to get to the fifth Mother Crystal? How are we supposed to get to Altair and wipe the floor with that Keeper of the Apocalypse? How indeed. In any event, we must search for an alternate route, now that Phoenix is no longer with us. Wait, Mildarion, you mentioned that someone isolated the fifth Mother Crystal. Who is responsible for this act of sabotage? I do not know. The only people capable of such a feat would be either Salteus or Nagmalada. I currently have Junoan troops preparing to invade Movopolis. Movopolis? The Moblins are in danger? I must leave immediately. Jabos has spent a century living with the Moblins in an effort to avert this sort of development. This is most worrisome. I shall follow him to see he does not come to harm. I will accompany you. I realize that Jabos has tried for years to convince the Moblins that they are not the children of Promathia. But for the sake of the Mother Crystal, the Moblins cannot be left to their own devices. If he fails to persuade them otherwise, they may attempt to destroy the fifth Mother Crystal. Destroy the Mother Crystal? The Mother Crystal is at both the beginning and the end of a person's journey in this life. After learning this fact from Jabos, the Moblins now believe that destroying the Mother Crystal will spell the end for the children of Altana. How could Jabos fail to mention something so important? He had no choice. If that kind of thing became public knowledge, Movopolis would be gutted and all the Moblins slaughtered. Miss Mildarion, I am not in a position to be giving any advice to a 10,000-year-old, but just hear me out. Killing every last Moblin might make this mess all nice and neat, but it's not what I'd call a solution. Isn't the exact same thing that Bahamut is trying to do? You are right. Nothing good can come of this. I will plead with the Armathorn Society to find a peaceable solution to this problem. Thanks, Miss Mildarion. But from this point onward, I will be joining the Society to monitor its actions. My movements will be limited, but rest assured that I will be watching over you always. Now go, my brave companions. The fate of the world and her people is in your hands. Alrighty, Ulia, Tenzin, Medicith, on to Movopolis! Everyone who wants to scrap it out in the ultimate victory, follow me! Ugh. Travels to the Moblin city of Movopolis to find a path to the fifth and final Mother Crystal. Oh good, I can just actually just teleport to this one. Okay. Let's go to... Movopolis. Newton Movopolis, home point 1. That should be in front of the mine shaft. Okay, and then we should be able to run right in. There we go. Okay. What time is it? We have some time to kill after this mission, so we might go do a couple Windhurst city missions while we wait. Because once we talk to Sid, we have to wait an in-game day, so we have to wait until it's going to be like 20 minutes. Swipostic! Swipostic! Chuck Jock! No! You did this! Whoa, hold on, Java Man. They didn't do squat. Nagmalada. He did it. He's a bad, bad man. He's a bad, bad man. It is all right, children. Prish and I are here now. We will not allow Nagmalada to harm you. Come out, you lousy rat! Come out and fight like a man! They're still alive. Come, give me a hand. I'm really sorry, Javos. It's all my fault. If I had told Nagmalada about Melopolis, none of this would have happened. I should have known that creep would do something this low. You knew that he was planning to call forth the Worm King. You were only trying to stop him. According to the Taru Taru, Nagmalada disappeared down the path the Moblins cleared for Salteus. However, it seems as he had caused a cave-in to prevent us from following him. The Moblins' wounds are severe. It would be impossible for them to aid us in clearing the tunnel. He missed their vital organs on purpose. He knew exactly what he was doing. Nagmalada is toying with us. I will not forgive him for what he has done to my friends. Nagmalada, you won't get away. Hold on! What do you think you're doing? What does it look like when I'm With him, he'll know the meaning of pain. Calm down, my friend. We all understand how you feel, but you will never be able to clear this tunnel by yourself. But if I don't, who will? Damn it! What in Altana's name are we supposed to do now, huh? No matter the hardship, there will always be a path lighted for the righteous. When the land no longer gives an answer, we must look to the heavens for guidance. Phoenix will be our guiding light. She will show us the way. I do not know how, and I do not know when, but I know she will. Look to the heavens. Could the path we are searching for be located in the heavens? Well, there you go! If pushing gets you nowhere, start pulling! That's what I always say! Come on, let's go see our buddy Sid. He'll help us out. Jabos, if you really want to get some revenge, stop your whining and come with us. That's a way to say it. In game time, I'm okay. Hopefully, I've got 20 minutes. This next cutscene, after I talk with Sid, I have to wait for him to finish, quote-unquote, finish preparing. And it takes one in-game day, so I have to wait until the game day rolls over. I think during that time I can look at, so I walked past it, didn't I? Where's the crystal? It's not here, is it? Oh, okay. No. I have to teleport. There we go. I was like, why am I at the other door? Move me to the exit for the battlefield. Okay. Then we'll go to Sid. Stock, Metalworks, 1. Yes. Okay. I hope there's not any other missions flagged. That's always an issue. Alright, let's see if I can do my Sid voice tonight. Do I have any gravel? No, I don't have any gravel next to me, so this will be a little difficult. Okay. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody! I'm glad to see that you're all safe. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to meet you in Tavanasia. Sid, can the small talk and get your hunk of junk airship's motor running? Hold on, little lady. You just got back. Don't tell me that you're ready to go back into the clouds. I thought we were leaving Bahamut to the Armada. We are. Our destination is the Keeper of the Apocalypse in Nagmalada. Nagmalada invaded Movopolis, blocked entrance to 5th Mother Crystal, hurt friends. But there is still a way. Phoenix will lead us. I'm doing my best, DJ. Ugh. The 5th Mother Crystal Isn't that supposed to be somewhere under Shumail? Now that you mention it, I just received a report that a strange red light began shooting up from the North Sea. A light? That's it. Let's go. Come on, come on. Hold your horses, Prish. My bird's still beat up pretty bad. And it'll take a little longer for it to fix her up. Huh? But we're so damn close. By the time the repairs have been made, the Armada will have already set off for Bahamut. And Sid is the only airship fast enough and strong enough to make the journey. It seems as if our luck has finally trickled away. No, I cannot believe that Altana has turned her back on us. I believe the goddess has granted us this time to prepare our hearts and our souls for what may be the final battle. Time. I will use this time to heal my friends. And I will use this time to help Sid with the airship's repairs. Another hand is always welcome. This is starting to look like it's going to be the biggest repair job in the history of Vanadia. And I'm not just talking about the airship. It's time we get out there and save the world. You took the words right out of my mouth, old man. Vanity is not finished yet. At least not if I have anything to say about it. Metasmith, are you ready to go kick some apocalyptic butt? Let's give him hell. You took the words right out of my mouth. Alright. Everybody, you heard Olmia. Go out and do what you have to. When my baby's up, when my baby's ready, I'll give you a call. No, I have no idea why I decided that Sid smoked six. Oh, that's just how I imagine he talks. I wish I could do a Boston accent because he'd totally be like a guy on a street corner in Boston smoking 5 packs a day. That would be Sid. Ugh. The only grumpy old Irishman with grills on his teeth. Okay, how much time do I have to kill? I have like 10 minutes to kill, so let's go to Windhurst and see if I have any missions I can pick up. Like, Sid's voice is fun. I love doing Sean Toto's lines. Once you pick up the rhythm of some of the Tataru speak, it's... mwah. It's just fun. Let's go to... Yeah, let's go to the... No, let's go to Woods. No, not that one. Woods exit. We'll go to that gate guard. Anyways, DJ Fonto, how are you doing tonight? Fonto or Fontsy? DJ Fan TC? I'm trying to decide how to split up the letters in your name. DJ Fan TC. Let's go with that. My eyes don't see red very well on a black screen, so when I look at it, it's a little blurry. And so it looked like the C was an O. Is this the gate guard? Yeah. Which one of these have I actually not done? Because I think I've done all the testing ones. Let's see, I finished... Okay, Full Moon Fountain is the next one. I see. Oh, I get it. Fantasy. I totally butchered that by saying DJ Fan TC. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry. Ajido Marujido, the Minister of the Oristeri and head of the Mage Academy. This mission has been issued by him. It says here that you should head to the Oristeri right away. There is nothing written about the nature of the mission, but it's a direct order from the Minister. You should hurry along. Yeah. DJ Fantasy. It took me longer than it should have. Oristeri is... Waters map to 1.3. Yeah? Is that the Oristeri? No, that's not the Oristeri. That's the Rhinostery. Let's see. What is this building? Yeah, it's Rhinostery. I need the Oristeri, which is going to be south of the Fishing Guild, I think. Ajido Murujido. Yeah, okay, there it is. Anyhow, hope your evening's going, or morning? I don't know. I'm in Japan, so it's quite late in the evening here, but wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. I suppose you could be in Australia. Where is Ajido Murujido? Where is he? Come on, where are you? Wait, where is he? Like, am I blind? Am I not? Is he just not here? They said the Oristeri, right? Maybe it really was the Rhinostery. Oh, go to the southwestern tower of... Okay, he's not actually here. So if I talk to one of these ministers in here, they'll probably be like, oh, he's not here. He's in the other place. No, I don't want to start the Shantoto. Oh, you're finally here. The minister has been antsy-wantsy waiting for you. You're late! Everything is nearly ready to go. Are you listening? I want daughter you to go to under the southwestern tower in West Sarupta Baruta and press the switch in the laboratory. That's the last Aru one. If all goes well, the magic towers will be activated. Wait, Minister? Well, it's like the minister said. Head to the southwestern tower in West Saruta Baruta and enter the laboratory. This southwestern star charm is the key to the laboratory. Okay. Which direction's west? It's, yeah, this way. Okay, we're good. No, I really like Taru dialogue. It's just a shame that you have to have all the different multiple player requirements for half the quests. Alright. This should be west. Yeah, West Saruta Baruta. Shiva's Gate. Nah, this server's fine. I'm basically doing a lot of the stuff solo right now anyways, so until I get to Voracious Resurgence... It's gone alright, Findo. How are you? I have to wait for Sid to finish repairing his airship, so I'm doing a Windurst mission real quick. And then it's on to... I guess the next thing is the fight with Bahamut. Nice. Anything fun tonight? I haven't been playing the game much in the last couple weeks. Last week my voice was gone, and then during Christmas break I wasn't really feeling it. Yeah. I love the story in this game. I can never do the farming. It's just, it's not... It does not interest me. Yeah, what server are you on? Ah, Ragnarok. Ragnarok's a great server name. I would imagine if they ever shut down the Ragnarok server, it would have the most players online up until the last second. Just because of the name. From my understanding, there's only 2 or 3 servers that are still decent sized. Yeah. Oh, hi. Oh, did he just chain spell? Yeah, he did. Is he not? Oh, he's got... Okay. What does he have? Oh, full heal. The door will not open even with a southwestern star charm. Okay. Do they have to disappear completely? Yeah, okay. So it's mainly, I don't know. I'm really just playing this right now for the story. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep streaming once I finish doing all the story stuff. But there's so much story to get through. So it's going to still be another couple months. At least. It's going to be like at least a month and a half per expansion. What's interesting is that now that we've done Chains of Promathia, we do know what these towers are for and what they're capable of. Like, if I actually stayed to a screaming schedule and kept, like, streaming for 2 hours a night, it wouldn't take that long, because I can get through a full chapter every night. But I don't... You know, when I don't feel like streaming, I just don't stream. And... that's it. That was sort of anticlimactic. Like... Okay. Let's just go to Full Moon Fountain after this. There we go. But it is funny, though. Doing these streams is purely to share it with my fiancée, because she doesn't really play games, but she has time to listen and watch afterwards. So, like, I wasn't really expecting anybody to show up and watch, because it's such an old game, and it's such a niche audience. But people do like it when I do the voices, so I guess that's a bonus. I need to go back to port. I guess I am in port. What am I doing? I can just walk. I'm so lazy. It's not even closer. Alright. I can continue doing COP, but I'll finish this real quick. Minister Ajita Marujito said he was heading for the central tower of the Harutoto ruins. Could you go and find him in the underground complex and bring him backy-wacky for us? Tell him the stable guards really have their hackles up this time. Okay. Apparently he wasn't supposed to activate that particular ruins. No, what's really nice is I don't really have too many neighbors, so I can be as loud and weird as I want when I'm doing the voices. This is in... Yeah. Okay. Let's see what Ajito Marujito is doing. I need to do the Prime Avatar fight sometime. Oh, it's you. Nothing better to do than follow me around. Well, you might Taru as well come with me. Come and behold the truth. It can't be. This is the puddle of water. Damn it, Taru! It's just as I feared. Ordinarily, the full moon fountain is brimming with celestial radiance, but with the loss of that light, this must be what the Yagudo king was talking about, Taru. But wait, if that were true, when the summoner tried to call the great avatar 20 years ago... Hold it right there! You've gone too far this time, Ajito Marujito. The Star Sibyl has given us authorization to bring you to justice. Blastaru! They found me. And this time, they look serious. Time for you to leave. Come quietly, or there'll be trouble. Ajito Marujito, I hereby arrest you for crimes committed against Heaven's Tower. What? He wasn't even nice enough to, like, teleport me out? Where does this even exit to? Oh, I didn't go into the battlefield. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, no, we're good. Whew. Alright, time to go talk to Sid. There we go. I need more water. Oh well, it'll be fine. I'll just die a little bit in my throat. Sid really needs to lay off the smoking. I know it's a furnace and not like cigarettes or anything like that, but still. All that coke can't be good for you. So, Metasmith, come to check up on my progress on the airship repairs, huh? Truth be told, she's even more beat up than I thought. I've got Louverance and the Mithra girls out finding supplies, but it's the crystal propulsion unit. The heart of my beautiful bird has been broken. Tenzin seems to think that we could find a solution to our problem in Juno, but I haven't seen hide nor hair of him since he left. If I had a less complicated device that showed how the ancient sublimated the power of the crystals, maybe I could fix the propulsion unit myself. Well, excuse me. There's no point in gathering around any more supplies at this stage. Would you go tell Louverance and the ladies to come back to Bastock?
Louvron should be near Cotton's Landing looking for lumber, and Shikara Z was off in Bibiki Bay to find some special ores.
Hey, Sid! We pretty much finished patching up Jabu's buddies. What's the word on the bird? Is the Prish ready to fly? Excuse me, is the Prishat ready to fly?
Well, you see, there's this little problem with the propulsion unit.
What in the hell? Are you still fooling around with that thing? Didn't you get any visitors from Juno yet?
Visitors from Juno? Not that I've noticed.
Prish, you refer to that sacred vessel mentioned by Cardinal Mildarian. The Cardinal asked the Chibuki siblings to bring you an item that may be of some use in your repairs. The little ones said they planned to return to Tavnesia, but I assume this would be after they delivered the vessel to you, Master Sid. Those dirty rats are up to their old tricks again. They didn't have the box on them last time we met, so I guess they weren't lying about heading back to the safe hold. They must have hid it somewhere in Tavnesia.
Gutsy little buggers, I'll give them that much.
Hey, Metasmith, you don't need the airship to get back to Tavnesia, right? Go and get that light box back from the Chibukis. I bet they're keeping it in their old shed in the Missouri coast. Keep an eye out for traps and tricks, Metasmith.
A box of light, huh? Never heard of the actual vessel itself, but from what I've heard, the box is meant to contain the power of the crystals. If the vessel is capable of amplifying and emitting that power, it should help explain the workings of the crystal propulsion unit to the airship. A device where you can carry around will no doubt be a lot easier to understand than those huge crystal engines. Metasmith, find that shed on Misrule Coast. Get your hands on that box. Oh, don't forget to bring back Louverns and Cartman's Landing and Shikara Z from Bibiki Bay. The CEID is dependent on you.
Oh no, do I have to go? Oh no. Do we have to wait for a boat? Do we have to go back to the island in Bibiki Bay? No. Missions. Promathia. Calm before the storm. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to Missouri Coast first. I don't think that... Let's see. Let's go do the Unity Warp. Woods exit. Yeah, Sid's gotta be... His lungs have gotta be destroyed. If he's working in a forge that long, the amount of coke they put into the fire to heat it up. Ugh. Guy's gotta have black lung by this time. 122. Ah, excuse me. At least 3 packs a day. The man's using 3 cartons every week. Where am I going? I'm going to an old shack. Radio Shack, no. Must be this place. I'm trying to think of a third carton. Because there's a carton of milk, carton of cigarettes. And, creature pops out. That's a big creature. Boggle Man. That should do it. Cool. Okay. Thieving burglar, burgling robber, robbing thief. This is our precious hideout, where we keep our precious treasure. I bet you stole our precious ducal guard's ring, too. I did steal that ring, and you guys deserved it. Give it back, give it back, give it back, give it back. Lady Metasmith, what brings you to this place? Master Sid wishes to analyze that box to aid in the repair of the airship engine. My small masters, it seems this vessel is essential for the success of our mission. I beseech you to surrender the box to Lady Metasmith. We must take to the heavens without delay if we are to save the fifth Mother Crystal. Lord Tenzin, we are moved by your speech, and find no choice but to act as you beseech. I am most glad to hear that, but please, you need not call me Lord. Lady Metasmith, I leave the vessel in your capable hands. See that it finds its way to Master Sid. I regret that I cannot accompany you, but I must return with these three. You just keep in mind that eventually, we'll get you. And your little Moogle, too. Alright, I'm gonna make sure that I have this home point. It's a really long run. There we go. Yeah, it's a long run. I say that and I immediately like, yeah, I don't want to though. If the warp ring didn't have a 10-minute cooldown on it. What's my sub job right now? Is it Red Mage? Samurai. Why do I have oh, one of my rings gives me MP. I was like, why do I have MP? The gear gives MP. What's this one? No. No, let's do Flama ring. There we go. Just call me Nicholas Flama. Almost there. Oh. This year's been a wild year already. Big claw. That's normal. I do hope things calm down in the world. Ugh. most likely. I need to think about doing one of the weapons. I don't really feel like it, but I could. Alright, there we go. Okay, where's the next one? Carpenter's Landing from a survival guide. Alright, the survival guide's right here, so let's just go grab that. And I have coffee. I have coffee. I don't need water. I got coffee. Here's my cup. I've got coffee. I've got honey. I'm all set. Actually, where's my honey? I'll wait and see if I have to wait for something. If I have to wait for something again, I'll have to go make a better cup of coffee. I'm going to Carpenter's Landing. It's gonna be Zolkheim. No, it's next to Snorvallen. There we go. And I'm going to 1199. Okay. Probably up on the other side here. Okay. We're on our way. Yay. Oh. Trying to think of something to talk about on some of these missions. But like topical things, either the game and my history with it, or streaming culture that annoys me, or actually we can talk about anime. That's fine. There was one recently that I hadn't really given any thought to or any time of day to, but it's way better than I thought it was. Well, let me beat up this Tomberry real quick. Alright, come here. I can't see you. There we go. So... there we go. Now I can jump. Wait, where'd those guys come from? That, like, actually hurt. Oh, he was a summoner. That's why. should hit them both. That hit everything. Is he perfect dodging? Ooh. Ow. Oh. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Oh my. Throat stab did 1,291 damage. I recognize your face, adventurer. How do you know of this place? Have you come with... Is this the wrong quest? I hope it's not the wrong quest. Have you come with a message from him? I hear the matter is urgent. Yes, I have a message. What is it you say? A Master Sid requests my presence. The name sounds somewhat familiar. One moment, madame. I do believe you have mistaken me for him. Sir Louverance, it is a trap. The honorless count set this trap to take your life, young sir. Explain this treachery. I heard word that those vicious Tonberries had been released under the pretense of dealing with an interloper brigand. They described the bandit as a mere vein, wearing a mask in bright brigandine armor. Sacre bleu! Once a thief, always a thief. It seems he is not content with stealing just my name. Sir Louverance? If you meet this man, give him a message. If you would call yourself a knight, then you must seek just cause to champion. Good morning, Hell Smasher. How are you? Farewell. I'm really confused because I don't know if I'm in the right cutscene or not. Oh, he has a red mask. Lady Meta Smith, I must apologize. It appears you have defeated the Tonberries meant for my demise. You are a most resourceful ally. I will be sure to return the favor in the future. You say that Master Sid requires my presence in Bastook. I must say, gathering lumber was never my most cherished activity in any case. At least, we journey to the celestial capital Valtayu. Our confrontation with the Keeper of the Apocalypse is at hand. Let's finish this battle forthwith. If I am to follow the path of the knight, I must see justice done as a true knight should. Yeah, you want to see chilling, see my HP when this cutscene's done. And there is no higher cause than saving the world from destruction. Wouldn't you agree, Louverance Mystère? I'm like, I'm overgeared. I'm fine. 1,200 damage crit. I'm so lucky to be alive. Alright, let's, Bibiki Bay is the next one. Okay. But let's, what should we do? Trying to think of the closest, No Man Moogle. That seems like it'd be convenient if I could stop by Mora Selbina, but there's not a survival guide there. Yeah, let's just go back to Sandoria. Go to the Mog House. No. I was watching... So right now I'm an assistant language teacher in Japan, and a lot of my students last year... This year? Last year? Yeah, however that works. Were huge fans of Oshinoko. But the art style, I was always like, I'm not sure about this. And all the promo and stuff like that is like the idol stuff in it. So I never really gave it much thought, but during Christmas I was bored, so I thought I'd give it a shot, and it's a really good show. It kind of reminded me of Skip Beat in terms of how they portray stage play and acting. But the tone is so much different than I was expecting. Like, it gets dark really quick, but in a good way. Like, recently, a lot of shows have introduce you to these characters and then, like, just start killing them one after another in the first episode. It's so shocking. Like, it was shocking when Attack on Titan did it the first time, where they give you, like, 5 episodes of this training arc with all these characters and you get to know them, and then they just, like, kill all of them. And that was like... That's the first time I remember them really doing that in an anime. It's kind of like Game of Thrones shocking. But... ugh. Let's see. Last one's Bibiki Bay. I should just use a survival guide. But Oshinoko really does cover some topics well, and I think it's worth the watch if you're interested in anime. It's a little bit of it's a lot of social commentary on Japanese culture surrounding streaming and stuff like that. So, where is Bibiki Bay? Bibiki Bay is in Kolshushu. There we go. But, like, concerning parasocial relationships, in that sense it reminds me of Perfect Blue. And if you haven't seen that movie, that's just a great movie. Regardless of whether you like animation or not, it's just a very well-made movie. It's a psychological horror thriller, and I highly recommend that one. F6 is a cave. Okay. It's somewhere up here. But Perfect Blue is a bit older. It's early 2000s. but it handles some of the dark aspects of the idol culture and dealing with agencies and dealing with managers and dealing with companies and all that stuff. And then also having the issue with like the stalkers and all that, and the way that people obsess over the idol culture and how not good it is for people's health. So that's also good. It's both shows handle their topics with a lot of maturity, a lot more maturity than I was expecting from the art style when I first watched it. So, you are not alone. No one asked me, but that's my recommendation. 2 weapon skills, art driver. That was much easier. Tonberries are just scary. Let's see what our cat friends are doing. You dispatched a creature for me. Not what you expected to find, I'd imagine. It slithered up where I was looking for ore, but I let it get away from me. I'm not physiologically predisposed to dealing with squishy, slimy things like that. I'm glad you came along. Sid has called for us back from material hunting. So, the battle with the Keeper of the Apocalypse is nigh. No mention is made of the Twilight God in Mithrin legend. Is our enemy so dreadful that his name was withheld from the history books? Or is it because... Well, well, you sound deflated before you've even begun, Kitten Pie. Yeah, buck up, sis. I've been honing my skill to perfection. With 3 of us together, the Keeper won't stand a chance. Shikari White, Shikari's ex. I can't allow you to accompany me. Huh? What do you mean, sugar? We traveled to this continent with 3 distinct objectives. The subduing of the worms that threatened the world with destruction. To learn more of the sleeping gods, they who hold the power to obliterate the emptiness. To discover the location of Mildarion, she who knows the method for waking those deities. But I have learned this on our journey. All paths lead to the Keeper of the Apocalypse. All sins can be placed at the feet of Promathia, the Twilight God, the deity responsible for thrusting the world into conflict. If conflict can be defined as fighting, then we sin hunters understand the meaning of this curse better than anyone. The reason we fight, for faith, justice, courage, hope. For that irreplaceable quality which defines our very existence. That should be... You can't mean... The sin Promathia may have been to make... The sin of Promathia may have been to make us what we are, and so the act of judging that sin would be a crime unto itself. I must make certain of this matter. I have long considered the possibility among this companionship, and so might survive the consequences if it turns out to be true. You are not to take up the burden of my agony. Your duty is to protect the homeland. Never forget that. Continue your mission. I leave matters of the worms and the sleeping gods to you. You never change, sister dear. Always taking the sweetest parts for yourself. Sis, make sure you come back to us. Until the day I surpass your skill, you're the image I strive for. Good hunting. Now, Metasmith, there is one thing that I'd like you to know. My real name is Mahag. Mahag. My real name is Mahag. Remember that for when I die, not as a sin hunter, but as a simple Mithrin woman. I'll meet you back in Sid's laboratory. Aww, Mahag. She's not so bad. Okay. I think we will get to Altayu, which is the beginning of chapter 8. And that should be it for me tonight. So a couple more cutscenes, and then I'll be good. There we go. Let's see. Okay, Sid's voice. Yeah. Let's see if I can... there we go.
Welcome back, Metasmith. So this is the box everyone's been talking about. Tenzin was there to lend you a hand. Well, thank Altana for her small blessings. I'll get straight to work analyzing this thing.
Whoa! Old Sid's brain's gone into overdrive. All those numbers are making me dizzy. Looks like the crystal thingamabob will be back into working order in no time. On the other hand, one other thing, Metasmith. Prisha and I used the time granted to us by Altana's grace to compose these letters. There is one addressed to Grandpere, one for the Tavnasian Patrol, and one for all the citizens of the Safehold. I hesitate to ask after all you've done, but would you deliver these letters to Sulene in the Sea Lion's Den? I tried to convince her she was wasting her time with these sappy messages, but you know how Olmia gets. Tell Sulene to hand out the letters if we don't make it back. She can be trusted to do as we ask. Thanks a bunch, Metasmith. Wasn't quite what I was expecting, but okay. We're gonna go talk to Sulene. In the Sea Lion's Den. Let's see. Three, two. There we go. I'm just imagining how long this quest would take. Just the process of going to see Sulene from Bastok before home point warping. Because you would have to you'd have to go all the way to Volcrum Dunes and go through the portal there. And then run through Lufway's Meadows back to Tavnasia. And you'd have to pick where you want your home point, if you want it in Bastok to catch all the back and forth, or if you want it in Tavnasia. You were asked to deliver all these letters from Ulmia and Prish, and I'm supposed to hand them out if those two fail to return? Where in Vanadia are they thinking of going? You're not seriously thinking of taking him to the worms?
Sulene, look sharp. An airship is entering the port.
There's a whole lot more to them of them circling above. What the hell's going on?
That ship.
Did Sid just keep on he just keeps pasting engines onto the airship. Hey, Metasmith! Check it out! That old Sid's a genius! The airship's been rebuilt shinier than Despachier's bald spot. Hell, with the autopilot Sid installed, it's even better than before. We even got an escort from the Juno Armada. Come on, let's get this baby back in the air.
Where are you off to this time, Prish?
We're bound for the Fifth Mother Crystal and beyond! Next stop, the legendary city of Altayu. The place where 10,000 years of history began. To where? You better make it back here, Prish. Alive, Prish. No sweat. I'll be back making trouble for you before you know it. Let's go, Metasmith. The new improved CEI Big D is ready to take off. Please, adventurer, keep Prish and Ulmia safe from harm. I want to laugh as I hand back the letters they wrote in case they didn't make it. Alright. It's too quiet. Could it be the worms haven't noticed us? The armada led by Lady Mildarian must have begun its attack. I wonder how the battle fares. Great goddess of the dawn, may your divine blessings protect the Fifth Mother Crystal and the future of your children. May your gentle gaze also watch over the safe return of Cardinal Mildarian. Don't forget to pray for our safety too while you're at it, Ulmia. Look, there it is! Full speed ahead! What? Oh my! Lady Prish, we have a transmission from the warship. Attention! Your most prized possession is now the property of the Jabuki Samurai Sky Pirates. What the hell? Welcome to the Kooky Battle Cruiser! Welcome to the Cherukiki flagship! Hehe. A beautiful day for a sad announcement. We've decided to give up our occupation as high-class pirates. And finally, as a final high-class pirate duty, we were entrusted with this ship for the purpose of escorting Prish safely to her destination. But since that would lead to certain death, we've decided to find a more suitable and survivable employment. We're now the Chibuki Samurai Sky Pirates. Meet our new employer! The Mother Crystals. The origin of all life, and the destination for spent souls. All return to the light of the closest crystal. I have long awaited for this moment. The moment you are bathed in the glow. The light of the fifth Mother Crystal beckons you. Huh? I don't want to go towards the light in that way, Tenzin. The record is held by Eldnarsh. Ha! That's beautiful. You're so ugly. You should die pretty quick. Oh, he just stops. I am defeated. My honor is dust before the wind. Our samurai life is over! Battlefield clear time, 36 seconds. A new record. Is that what it said? A new record? Nope. 32 seconds is the record. That's a shame. I expected nothing less from the light of hope. Never before has my blade failed me in battle. So, only the youth that seethes with emptiness can extinguish that light. Here comes the cavalry! The cannon? The cannon? We totally forgot! How could we forget? This stops right now! I know what you're thinking, samurai guy, but this is the battle without honor. I know what Phoenix told you before she died. That the Flame Bird knew everything from the start, but failed to let you in on the facts. Why should you follow her orders now? You possess the same knowledge, Lady Prish. That is why you brought Lady Metasmith to this place. That's right, but I didn't lie to anyone. I didn't bring Metasmith here to die. Metasmith is here to join our struggle for survival. Ha, it's a little bright. From what I'm gathering, I think their goal was to take my light and return it to the Mother Crystal to invigorate it. Alright. That puts us in Altayu. What happened? this place? This is the 5th. But why does only this crystal glow with such a strange incandescence? The air here is so chilly. The other crystals exuded such a sense of warmth and peace. This crystal is not part of Vanadia. Or is this I don't know if this is Salteus or if this is Nagmalata. I'm guessing this is Nagmalata. No, it's Salteus. This crystal was submerged beneath the city of Altayu 10,000 years ago. When the celestial capital was torn from our world, the crystal was also lost. But it was not a complete separation. After the crystal line was reactivated, energy was siphoned from the 5th mother crystal, drawing it and the city of Altayu back to Vanadia. In other words, the crystal was losing the power it needed to sustain Altayu in the other dimension. Sustain Altayu? This crystal is the Worm King. This is the crystal the Worm King spoke of. Yep. The weakened state of this overgrown quartz is the reason that Keeper of the Apocalypse is threatened to descend upon Vanadia. So, if the power of the crystal is restored, the return of Altayu and the arrival of the Keeper will be prevented. This solution was discovered by the boy Salteus and by Phoenix, the fiery bird of rebirth. That is why he has visited each of the remaining crystals in turn, to relieve them of their light and power, and to pour that energy into the crystal that lies before us. However, I am a child of darkness. I could never be the bearer of light. I needed a worthy receptacle for that power. I needed you. I'm sure you've noticed it by now, Metasmith. Your ability to hear the whisper of the soul. Passed through the medium of the amulet, the light gathered from the 4 crystals and has changed you. Phoenix referred to you as the vessel of light. Fated to be smashed open before the 5th mother crystal. Oh! I mean, if you want to smash, that's fine. Your journey has been for the sake of the crystal. Your adventure is now at an end. Return, Metasmith. Return to the light of the crystal. Well, that's unfortunate. You have undertaken the limited records of eminence challenge. Vanquish Arcana. Your death is the only way to save both Vanadia and her people. Yeah, screw that. Like hell. Salteus, if you mean to save both the world and everyone in it, then someone inhuman like you or me should be the sacrifice. And you, Tenzin, Phoenix, the Avatar of Rebirth, Phoenix, the Avatar of Rebirth, can't have led you this far just to snuff out Metasmith's life. Surely she meant to resurrect the shattered pieces of Metasmith's spirits using her own life force. I was the Keeper of the Apocalypse once. I know only too well the fear and horror that await us. But you gotta listen to me, Salteus. Pour the energy of the fifth Mother Crystal into Metasmith. Her victories against the emptiness and everything else we've faced have not been won through the power of the four crystals alone. Metasmith has an inner strength, a spirit that loves this world and those who dwell upon it. That is why I believe she will prevail against the Keeper. Salteus, open the way to Altayu. Come on, you know you want to. Come on. That was Quake. Ouch. Prish, no! Jerk. Ba-da-ba-bum. 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 I too wish for the way to be opened. Nagmulada! Didn't you once say the same thing, Salteus? I will prevail against the deity that dwells beyond the gate of the gods. Open the way to Altayu. Weren't those the words you used? Do you not find it unfair that only she should bear the sins of people? We ancients are all responsible for these events. I shall shoulder my part of the burden. And the power that comes with it. Nakmalada! No! Welp. Man, that's like 13 years bad luck right there. It all began with the stone. In ages past, the five crystals existed as one enormous jewel that bathed the world in holy light. This mystical light banished the emptiness and brought forth mighty gods. These gods cultivated their power and concentrated their energies. They created a balance between the 8 elements of the world without, and a harmony for the myriad senses of the world within. And so, an eternal paradise blessed in all ways was born. But this paradise did not last forever. The enormous jewel was split into 5 parts, and this perfect realm degraded into an incomplete world. We were reduced from the superior life forms of a higher plane into these flawed and insignificant forms. Thus, we must gather and focus the energy of the crystals into opening a gate to that lost dimension. We are both well aware of this predicament. And yet, there is one thing I simply cannot understand. How did this tragedy occur in the first place? Why was the original stone shattered into 5 parts? Who is responsible for this incomprehensible act? The people of the world have evolved into 5 unique species, each harboring a distinctive darkness. The Crystal Warriors, thou wert created to destroy those evils. Yet even thy strength canst not prevail against this darkness. Emptiness, 'tis the ever-present shadow of the blessed light. If this phenomena represents complete death, then one could argue its presence was inevitable in a complete world. Thus thou split the crystal for thy children's sake. Is this not so, great goddess Altana? Ha! We should probably stop passing out in random places. Incredible. Altayu, you were meant to be impossible to find. Who would have thought the plan to open the gate of the gods would succeed? Altayu, long have I yearned to behold your magnificent spires. Why? Why can't I hear the voices? Why do I not hear the whispers of the Zalartian people or the Dawn Maiden? Silence! You unruly thoughts are clouding my mind! Huh? So, the rest of you were drawn into this world as well. How inconvenient. A visit to the Grand Palace of Huzhou should bring some interesting encounters. Perhaps the Dawn Maiden is there. Ugh, I'm not gonna allow to be chasing dead maidens. Chapter 8. Emptiness Bleeds. The mysterious amulet held by Metasmith has shattered. The light of Dem was stolen by Magmalada. Obtain the key item, the light of Altayu. Oh, they're way up there. I think I should be able to go and get the home point up here real quick, and then I will call it for the night. Can I use them? I can't use mounts here. Okay. So I wonder if anything's gonna attack me. I don't know what level these things aggro at. They should aggro, technically. We'll find out. Need to go through there and up there, and I should be good. Yeah? Yeah. But, yeah, I should be able to finish this up tomorrow. And then once Chapter 8's finished, we can work on the prologue. Which, I'll be honest, I never actually finished the prologue the first time I did this. And so the first time, this last year is the first time I actually did the complete prologue, and I was So disappointed in myself for missing it the first time. Can I not walk through here? Aw. Okay, I don't remember how to get through here, but that's fine. I wonder how to get... I want to get that home point. Let's see... Okay, Suli will take me back here if I need to. Okay, that's fine. I will go ahead and park myself here for now. Okay. Did I change this? No. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for tonight. I will finish this tomorrow and move on to the prologue, and then after that I will do Windurst missions, and then Sandori missions, and then start on Ottergon. And once Ottergon is completed, I will move on to a little bit of Rhapsodies. And from Rhapsodies, I will continue on to... Let's see, how do I want to do this? I'm thinking that I want to do Bestock city missions before I do Wings of the Goddess. And then I'll go through and I'll do Bestock as the city missions when I go back and do Wings of the Goddess, so that's my general plan. Like I said earlier, it's gonna be... If I only stream 2 or 3 times a week, it'll be another month of streaming to finish the next expansion. If I go ahead and stream like 5 days a week, it'll probably be a month or so to finish all the expansions, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. That's a lot of effort, and I still haven't made up a voice for Treon yet, so I don't know how that's going to deal with my throat. So, I'll think about it, and we'll go from there. So, Amanda, I hope you're enjoying the VODs and are enjoying the playthrough and listening to the characters in the story. There's a lot of story to hear and go through, but maybe we can talk about it sometime on the phone when we're calling. It's just, I love this story so much. It's a really positive message that they send out, but it's also like everybody just tried to kill me because they're jerks, so it's fun. I like this game a lot. Yeah, Amanda, love you. I hope you're having a good day. And anybody else watching, I hope you have a great evening, great morning, great afternoon, or whatever it may be. And stay safe and stay warm this time of year. There's a lot of cold weather going around, so good night.